Hi, welcome to today's video diary for Finding My Way with Pi, Purpose, Intention, and Emotion. I am Pi, and coming to you today in my full humanity right now. I just did my workout, there's the top knot, and this just occurred to me while I was working out, and I was thinking about this, and I was like, I need to reflect on this. This is something I want recorded in my daily video diaries for myself to remember and come back to. Just this thought of, what does it mean to be yourself? People always say that, be yourself, be yourself. I've had friends tell me, gosh, if somebody said, yeah, go do what you love, I wouldn't even know what to do just because I don't even know what that is. And I used to be there. I understand where that's coming from. When you're so busy and so wrapped up in everything and everyone has their stuff together and you look around and it's like, there's these prescribed rules for here's how life is supposed to be lived. Here's how you look when you're successful. Here's what you strive for. You strive to make more money, have a bigger house, have fancy cars, dress sharp, try to look young, there's these prescribed societal things. And then when you get down to the individual level and you ask someone, like for example me, hey, what is it you want to do? What do you love? Like if you could do work doing something you love, what would that be? A year ago, I would have had no idea how to answer that question. Or if someone were to ask me, hi, like, who are you? Who are you? A year ago, I would have just absolutely fumbled over my words and not known what to say. See, I think there's this, it's enticing, right? It sounds pretty when someone says, be you, or do what you love. And I mean, I've said that, I'm guilty. It's just when I'm saying that now, I'm coming from a place of actually knowing myself and knowing what I love. But it hit me that, oh my gosh, I didn't know myself well, or at least I didn't allow me to be with myself a year ago and before that. Because being myself was scary. It didn't feel like it fit in to the norm and what was accepted. And looking back on everything now, I can see how I crafted myself to fit. Sorry, feeling a little emotional. My God, I crafted myself to fit. And all my efforts went into that because, everything, every message I'm given by the world is like, you're not going to thrive or succeed or survive unless you look like this, unless you do it this way, unless you sell your soul to be able to have all of these things. And these last 6 weeks since I left my job has been like peeling back layers of lies is what it feels like. And coming to rest on the truth that I know is in my center and that I'm getting to discover right now. And this is what I'm learning. It is that when I settle into who I am at my core, when I get quiet enough to listen to my heart, when I allow myself to listen to my hurts and accept them, and then learn from them, and then intentionally and consciously and purposefully choose how I want to move forward, what ends up happening is my inner light feels ignited. My people are there. They don't disappear. Some new ones come, sometimes we walk for a long time alongside a soul in this world, and sometimes it's a short walk and sometimes it's a long walk, but always your people will be there. I feel I found my voice. I feel I found my self-worth, my self-confidence. I feel I found my passions. I am discovering through experimenting with what things work for me in my life so that I feel whole. And what I am starting to see is that when I feel whole, that is when I'm the person I've been trying to be all along. That is when I'm the person that I want to be. So this question of, who are you and what does it mean to be yourself? I just want to acknowledge that feels very difficult to answer for so many of us. And it's because we don't get still enough to listen to who we are. We don't get still enough to know. And what I mean by that is we are so distracted all the time. We are so busy all the time. We are constantly going, constantly thinking about the next thing, or stuck on something in the past that hurt. It could be something recent, like your annoyance with someone, or it could be a trauma from the past or whatever. You could be stuck in the future, anxious about a presentation you have to give, or paying your bills, or how's your kid gonna do in their activities, and oh man, it just never stops. How do you create the stillness for yourself? It's so important so that you know yourself and can craft your life and your repeated behaviors, your rituals, your habits, whatever, around your personal values that you discover when you can put the distractions away and get still enough. I think one reason why I didn't personally do that sooner was because that was scary for two reasons. One, will the world accept me as I am? Will the world accept who I am? And two, it made it so that I really had to spend some time with myself. And there's some stuff down in me that I didn't want to spend time with. I've spent my whole life running from it. It hurt. I didn't ever want to go back and spend time with it. But now I understand that the discomfort is temporary. It's kind of like waves in the ocean. Sometimes the waves are stirred up by a storm, and sometimes they're calm and relaxing. They will always be there because they are a part of me, and I need to accept and embrace that part of me. But now I've mended those hurts, which is highlighting them and embracing them as part of me and allowing the waves to come, because I am that. No matter what the rest of the world is, that is me. And I must embrace and accept that. And how could the world ever have a chance of embracing and accepting me in that way, in my truest form, if I don't do it first? Just, I don't know. It's fairly early. the hell? I'm having these deep thoughts this early. It's making me laugh. I just felt like I needed to say to myself and acknowledge this, and there's some magic in saying it out loud and recording it on this daily video diary that's going to help me remember, and at least will be a reference for me. And also, you know, if it helps anyone out there who is like, I don't even know who I am and how do I discover that? Yeah, it's a road. It takes some effort. Again, meditation was something for me that helped, but also journaling, also gratitude, practice. I mean, there's so many things I've layered looking back over the last couple of years that have helped me. I will thinking about putting together like a I don't know, a workshop or a just resources or something that I can put out here, and also making myself available if anyone wants to have conversations. But I will just say small changes, small little things over time, they help. But if you can't answer the question, I don't know how to be myself. How do I be myself? That's okay. Don't make yourself feel bad for that. It's hard to answer that question. I think the deeper question there is, if you don't know how to answer it, why aren't you spending time with yourself? What are you resisting? Fear of being accepted in the world, fear of what you're gonna have to deal with when you do spend time with yourself. Maybe you don't like being with yourself because you don't speak kindly to yourself. We've all done that. I mean, it's a road. It is worth it. It's a lie that you're not accepted when you come out the other side. It's a lie. You're more wholly embraced when you're centered in yourself, because you don't need anyone else's acceptance or approval at that point, because you're enough. I don't know if my ramblings are making sense to any of you. They are making sense in my head. I just, again, had to say it out loud. I hope this helps you too. All right. Thank you for being with me on this journey. It is such a ride, just every day. It's amazing. I mean, this is what it looks like, y'all. No, nobody knows. Nobody has their stuff together. Everyone is just trying to find their way. So thank you for being with me on my journey. I am so glad that you are here. I hope it helped you too, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.